Hello everyone, just getting the levels checked here for music and whatnot. Should be fine. Looks like it's coming through. Let me know if you how the music is. Uh, it's a little loud to me. I don't know if it goes any lower, to be honest. I'll mess with that. Oh, but at any rate, welcome back. I'm in a decent spot. I haven't been playing a whole lot. Been on a lot of in-person stuff lately. I taught twice this week and played some club matches yesterday. What else? I think we did something on Friday. I can't recall. I think or maybe it might have been. Oh right. Well, I mean, yesterday was also the Bruin Rox's scoring stream, which was great. We'll be making good use of that. And what else? I don't think there's anything else. Friday, I guess I was checked into Crow's stream as well. Lots of mahjong. Trying to maybe I need a more chill. Yeah. For now. At any rate, I accidentally slept for like 3 hours earlier tonight, and I don't think that was a fantastic move. Obviously not super intended, but I've been kind of struggling with my sleep in general, so not terribly surprising. Just gonna pull up notes. And I think I want some more aggressive music, or something to lose myself in more. Let's see. Trying to find some shoegaze or dream pop stuff, maybe. I would be using Clover's playlist, but I don't subscribe to Spotify, nor do I want to, so. That's what I'm doing. Hey, Eric, good to see you. Sorry, I'm just doing some stream setup stuff, trying to find some music. I'm in a weird mood, so just trying to figure out something to get myself through stream tonight. Let me know if you can hear the music, first of all, and what the levels are doing. I'm messing with it a little bit. Okay, I think it's about good. Still getting used to the. Yeah, I don't want it too loud, especially with some of the stuff I'm listening to right now is a little louder, but all right, thank you for that. But yeah, I'm just gonna hop in. I don't know. I'm feeling kind of strange, so I'm gonna try and take notes where I can on the game, but probably it might be more yapping than game commentary tonight. Don't expect to go longer than maybe 2 games. Have to get some rest in for tomorrow before the tournament. Or maybe I'll just do the opposite. Might be just more autopilot of a nice hand. What's going on in the game. But yeah, I'm just happy that I'm able to teach now. Mysterious feeling, forgot your table. Well, yeah, well the tables don't really matter that much. Like there's not a big difference between one and I mean there is today, but generally, do I want to just force Tanya with this? Probably. Alright, sure, I can give up a TP draw, I think. But yeah, we did well, of course I spoke it into existence. Not the worst. Can always just drop 8p from this. What do I want to see? 5S chi would be ideal. That also works. Can pull neither of those for 10 point. On for 7p? Ah, fucker. Well, it's actually not that bad, and I can still pawn and drop for us. You're pawning 1M? That's interesting. I'll take that. Oh, I'm pretty thin. Well, that's what I get for... I forgot this is Summon Shen. Fuck. Well, I'll just have to draw it myself. This is what I get for dropping the 1p. I am not streaming my game. I've just found it really hard to... how do I feel about this? I think I like this more if I can get away with it. Yeah, alright. It's not too bad. Gives up some draws here. 7p would be awkward, but... Oh, that's funny. Should probably turn off calls. Damn. That's a bummer. Well, I think that 1p cut was probably premature. Kind of did that for no reason. Didn't have to be Tanya, of course. But yeah, I mean, if I make it far enough, I'll be on the live. Oh, nice hand again. On Kate's POV, I assume. So I know I'm giving up some viewership by doing this, but I think it's just a little much for me. I don't really want to have to navigate live viewers while I'm playing. Something that I'm taking more seriously. I know generally the tournament is a little bit more chill than your average one, but or quite a bit more, I suppose. Nice draw. But I think for me, it's just a little bit more pressure than I'm used to, and I was thinking maybe I should just do it to get used to it. Great, Phil. Maybe get rid of this too. 2M rather. But yeah, if I do stream, I'll say something. But I think I just want to, especially given the 2M drop. Huh? Given we got such a tough table, I think I'd still rather chill out. I do need to figure out like if this is. I'd be a little surprised if this was half flush, but maybe they already had a. And I've been punished. I was like, I was probably supposed to drop 1S. I'm a little scared of dropping 1S, but we already had a pair. I probably should have just done it. Surprised that I'm gonna have doesn't feel like just a creator tournament. Still too new to be looking deeper at it. Yeah, it's like I think it was mostly meant to be more of an exhibition type of thing. From what I understand, but I think I can probably just still get rid of. Yeah, this is still better. We have 5 shapes. We're okay. Hi, Spirit. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, awesome. All right. Of course, you still had it. Well, that's a little awkward. 5M. It doesn't look like Honitsu, but it still could be. And we just want to fill out any of our shapes here, ideally, with 9p pair. So you go back and try to for to this. Oh, another Nietzsche. I had another sand east one that I wasn't able to get over the line because I gave up. I was like, oh, I should go Tanya for no reason. It's not ideal either, but I kind of want to force this. I'm Yushan-san with good value, but these are kind of spooky cuts to make. What do I have to fold with? Sozu? And your Yushan-san as well? It's not awesome. Maybe we can keep this one up. Wish I had come out last turn, but still. Crabbo. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, pushing into 2 people feels a little much. But perhaps I am too scared. How do I feel about 3S? It's CG. We saw the 6S come out, so... And it's in their discards as well, so... I'm down to push it if, Well, if I was gonna do that, I should have just kept this 7p, probably. Oh well. Seven, 9. Bummer. But at the very least, none of these have been my dealership, so I'm up a little bit over everybody else. Still kind of a bummer situation. Had 2 really nice hands. I wasn't really able to get there. This is another pretty nice one though. It's the shapes are a little more awkward, but it's not bad. One sec. I always hate this because I have long annoying names. I have to copy paste the whole thing. Okay. Do have 4 pairs in here, which is not awesome. Probably. I think I probably decline the. Oh, awesome. I think I just get rid of a pair anyway. Maybe it was supposed to trim from here, but this does leave 8S draw for Ipeko open still. Although that's awkward as well too, because it leaves us with the 5-6 shape that is missing 2 of the 7s, but it could be worse. Huh. Well. Okay. Sure. Is there any reason to keep the 1S for... I mean, this still isn't any sort of... the button that kills people. You wanna... you want a mod? I don't really feel like... Huh. Well, that's interesting. Now I'm getting a little punished for dropping the pair. Not a little, quite a bit. Because that would have been Ishan 10 for Chitoye. Probably, I don't know. Maybe I should have cut this Penshan before 7p was considering it. Connects to the 4-4 P shape, so. The very twice, it's not that big of a deal. No one wants the Pinzu, huh? 9 P's, 3 outs. 6S immediate Sumogiri. Interesting. I guess that makes sense. I've got all the. Actually, maybe I was supposed to keep 1 2M over this 9. I don't know if that's necessarily true. Perhaps I was too hasty. Other thing I could have done is maybe angled this toward Tanya as well. Okay. Don't know if that pause was real or not, but 8P Terashi. Rest in peace, my 1M. Six M Tadashi. Hajachiana.
Reach.
5P, yeah, that's unfortunate, but this hand is just too freaking far. Would have been nice a while ago, but nah. Oh, you don't give a good goddamn, do you? Well, if you're pushing, then I'm less interested in pushing, I think.
Chi.
Everyone wants in on the action. Then I'm probably out, unfortunately. It's just too far to go. That's fine by me. For us, this might be folds. I really wish I had a good reason to. I do not like 6P though. I think the only way I can really get away with this is ripping a 5P. Okay. Nice Sunman-chan. 258M wait. Alright, well. Just have to wait for a better chance. I've had a lot of good high plays. I think it's just been partially a speed issue, but also not great play for me necessarily. So I'm still feeling strange, but Aka indicator, yeah. Well, at least we know someone can't have it if we do end up in a spot like that. 2, 3, 4 Sanchoku here, maybe. We'll have to see. 4M discard. Pretty early. Wow. 2P. Do I want this? Seems a little early to open. I'd rather redo this if I can, and the shapes all look quite nice. 4 pairs. 5 pairs. Could cut 5M from this, probably fine. I mean, I give up Aka 5 acceptance, I suppose. If I'm gonna go Chitoi, but this hand could. Alright. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the 3S drop. I was like, do I just give the Chitoi back? I don't think so. Do I cut 2? Alright, well. Uh, I'm probably gonna look for a better. I mean, I could just reach you on this. It's like only other thing that would be better is like 2p maybe. Alright, whatever. I was like, maybe I'll just. I was like, I could have. Tanya, but Tanya, it's like. Could have just sent it. Probably should have. It's not too bad though. I was like, if I find a better tile, yes, but then I also probably give up Tanyo for like a quote unquote good cheat toy tile. But you can always think it's like it's easy to say like, oh, it came out, so that must have been the right thing. But you know, if you reach it, probably people aren't people aren't just dropping random. Yeah. One sec. Sotogala plus early cuts and just sits in the wall. I'm like you're overestimating my brain power right now. I was like I was gonna say zooted and I was like, is that what you would describe a late in the day nap as? I was like, I don't think so. But yeah, I probably could have just sent it. Or rather should have, but I'm a wuss in general in Mahjong, and that's I think it'd be great to pair up one of these. That's not bad either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish. Is it this? I don't. 2, 2, 4 shape then? I suppose so. I was like, I don't think I'm supposed to be cutting 1 3M. Yeah, well, it wasn't really a power nap to begin with. Like, I don't. Oh, the hell. Do I give up 1 3? I don't. Do we just swap over like this? I think I'm fine with 2M Kanchan if I finish the Yemen first. But maybe I was wondering if I'm supposed to do okay, that also works. Very nice. I want to play IRL Mahjong again, such a different experience than online. It really is. I've got also I like was so zoning out. I did not see, what are these discards going on? 5 piece, like one one chance. It's funny. Yeah, I got to play a couple times this week in person, and one of them was at a. We have a like a portable setup to go for teaching specifically. We have like the almost number tile. Like I'm so like grateful to have such a well run in person club. Toyman pushing. Like we have I don't know where we get our like I mean we charge entrance fees and stuff, but how goes it? Hi Cheesy. I am like zonked out of my mind. I took a late nap that turned into like a 3-hour situation and it's so I'm just I was like I really wanted to stream because I didn't really get a chance this week. I was super busy. With more mahjong, a lot of it, but still like I was itching to and I was like, oh, I want to give up my opportunity to do so. So here I am now. Yeah, well, it wasn't even in it. I was like, I went to get caffeine and then I got hit with like the 30% roll to get the ADHD. Oh boy, come on. Oh, I didn't deal in. Okay, super. I was like, pretty sure that was gonna be gone. But yeah. Usually I don't get that. I know a lot of people with ADHD mention for them. Nice, small, 8K minimum. Ici Pinfo Sumo Dora 2 is Mangan and then flip early. Yeah, okay, nice. But yeah, I just usually I don't get that. Coffee usually does it for me. For like, you know, waking up and actually being functional, which is rare for me. But wasn't the case today. I got coffee and some ice cream a little bit, and then immediately it was like I don't feels so good. uh, I could have maybe kept hang on to those, gotten rid of 2p, but yeah, and then I got distracted by my roommate's cat, so you know how that goes. Trying to get mahjong started locally, but people never respond. Trying to force it. I think that's fine. Have people interested, but not like I think if you just try and set it up and have a couple, if especially you can just get like one consistent table, like I think that's kind of all you have to do. You have to start somewhere, right? Good to see this. I don't think it makes a ton of sense. What an interesting looking hand now. We have 3 pairs and an uncle, and then some cantons. I'm probably taking 3M or 4S chi here now. I'm just trying to force Tanya if I get it. Or we get the Chun pawn and then cut 3-5S probably. Another 2p. My area has weekly meetups at a nerd bar and I went for the first time. Oh, that's awesome. How was it? We have a lot of cool stuff like that just around. Philly's awesome for that. I've been meaning to go to the Popper meetup, but it's a bit out there from. It's not that far. Like, oh no, I have to get on public transit that I use all the time anyway. But uh, is this too greedy? I don't think so. But maybe I'm going evil mode. All right, it was mochi mochi. 6p. Come on. Give me a pair. Okay. I guess I could sushi trap if I get the 7 or 8p pawn. Dropped 2M. Makes me suspect you might have Dora pair. Or something to that effect. Or like a 2p could be like 3, 4, 5. This is awkward, but I do think I'm supposed to take it. This could easily deal in. Alright, we're on a decent weight. Like, it's not awesome, but... No Dawn? Okay. Interesting. Stuff in the morning and took a fat nap in the afternoon. I'm usually not much of a nap person, and I think this is probably why. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice. Like, I feel very strange. Oh, that sucks. Can I drop that? I don't. Oh, it's kind of greedy. How evil am I? I'm gonna try it and get punished for it. Yeah, figures. Hey, we're tonky on it. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I probably should have just reeled it in. I was like, 2M to me feels weird, and I was like, okay, it's also weird that 5M and 6M didn't deal in. So I probably should have sniffed that out. All right, another interesting hand. Also, I just don't have to push. Like, that's yeah. Like, I was in a fine spot. There's no reason to do that, really. Had fun. Got second place in the game. Hoping to come more often. Champagne or Adrian, man? I think that's an it depends situation for me. I think I'm supposed to get rid of this, but good evening. Hi, Mage. Good to see you. Because the other thing is like, God, I'm so fucking tired. Was like, I don't, there's no reason to push there. Like, I was in a good spot. Like, why do this into dealer? Anyway, obviously bad, but, trying to get people for tomorrow. I only have one person who wants to start. I can 2, 3. I can't take Alright, that's not bad. What do I want to fix? I think this is probably better as pair. Can always adjust. I'd rather have the 7p, I
どうし
think.
てこれを捨てたかって
Can also probably just chi into 3p for Sanchoku waiting on 8p, 9p seems, or 8m, 9p seems pretty decent. Everyone looks like they have decently fast hands though. 7s, not super useful for me. Might get cheated though. Don't want to feed too much. Yeah. 7, 8, 9? Dropping the 6, which means what? You have 7, 8, 9 Sanshoku? What does that mean? Or just like confirmed Yakuhai triplet or something? 1M. Should be fine.
ち
What the hell is this? Like, huh? 6p? I'm not really sure
ち
what's going on. Well, there goes an 8M for me. And now it's kind of looking a little cooked. 9p? Yeah, I was like, maybe I'm just supposed to drop 7p instead. But yeah, I guess I'm probably trying to fold out of here. Even like even if I get SSK, like who cares? Maybe it should have been 7p, but because then I can't do the. Well, I can still do 3p chi, but it's like not like good. Oh my god. I'll probably take the. So 8p is 2 out. Now I'm see now I'm. I was like I didn't think this was gonna happen, but maybe still a 6p upgrade, I guess. Yeah, I don't think that's happening. Bummer. You're going to Ipatsu. It would be nice. But I don't think I'm dropping 6M into the Honitsu. Or I mean they could also be or Shima could also be. Oh, you got away with that! Oh my god. Rat behavior. Oh, I still have to see if there's a weight change, because if nope. What the okay. Sure. Is that good for me? Probably. Much closer to second now. Didn't have to be in this position though. This is an interesting hand. It's probably not Jinchan though. W Toggy. All these players that trial. You know, I played against someone yesterday who played like this. It's really tough to play against players like that who like go out of their way to have evil weights. All right. I guess I could have just dropped the chin, but actually, I guess we do technically have 1, 2, 3 Sanshoku here. I probably should have held on to that. 3, 3, 4M. What is going on over there? Yeah, well, I could have just not been in this position in the first place. Could have just folded that Tanyo Dora one hand. Probably would have been fine. 3 pairs here. I think I'm gonna cut this penchant. Don't know if that's correct. Maybe I'm supposed to cut something from the Pinzu, but it doesn't feel like it makes as much sense. Yeah, what's going on in there? Zooms into Bran.
ち
Yeah. I mean, they're in first. I don't see a good reason to do it. There, rip my chin. I don't have the evil mentality to consistently go with evil weights. I mean, I think it's just like kind of like good in general, so you can leave yourself open to it if your hand ends up that way. I think I missed that. doing that the other day. I had a really nice shape, and then I could have swapped to a like a once out chin tonki, which would have been way better than I had like some inside Ipeko weight or something. But yeah. This could be. Do I pawn 2M? Good question. Probably.
G.
And then what? 8S? I pawn that. Probably not. Oh, okay. 8S, 1M, 8S. Hmm. I think I need. I need if I'm gonna cheat anything, it's 3P probably, but I don't expect that to come out. 6P. It's me what 4-5 and then 2-4-6. Is that good enough? Maybe. Of course. Get our backfire immediately. Hmm. Maybe I'm greeting too much. I don't know. I just hate opening my hand in general. 5P. That one probably good enough. Oh, someone else has a palm opportunity here. I'm gonna try it like this. Do I want to drop Dora? Not really, but I think this just leaves a lot of flexibility. Still have I can pull neither of my pairs here. Fortunately, 6P is 2 out now. 7P. Do I want to give up the pawn opportunity? I don't think so. Maybe that's too greedy, but I mean, you're Giga hella like Tenpai. The question is more so I really don't want to give up sure to like deal him with 2P,
G.
but you weren't even Tenpai? Oh, come on. I have to do this now. Oh, I never learn.
あら、上がりね。
Uh,
タイヤをドラに。
short. Again. Again. Yeah, I should have done it earlier. You're probably right. It's fine. I'm not giving myself too much grief today. I know I'm not going to play super well. I think I'm just too slow. It's not that I'm anti-calling. It's just like when I have good shapes, I feel like I greed too much just to get the Ricci. No, like it's mostly like I didn't have to be here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, good shapes. 5B, I guess. That's funny. Could try and get out of here with 1, 2, 3 Sanshoku, but if I don't take it now, I mean, am I cutting Dora? Could just put this back. But I don't know. Greeting for Sanshoku probably maybe it might just get me in trouble. I was like maybe I just trying to get out of here. Dodge fourth. You aren't anti-calling, but you are on the right timing. Yeah, I would agree with. Oh my god, I can't believe I would have gotten it. Oh, the opportunity is. Yeah, I think you're right. Not during 2P. I was like, even at that point, I was like, it's too late. I think. Maybe I'm just supposed to keep it. I don't know. I was like, if I'm gonna do it this way, maybe I'm just supposed to keep 6S anyway. Prepare, like. I guess that also. Do I even want that? Eh. Maybe I do. Alright, it's better at least. Not gonna get us Sanshoku, but can get us a Richi. Actually, do I don't even think I'm reaching this if I get a Pinfu. I'm probably just supposed to Dama. One, 2, 3, 4 bomb. Yeah. I think I just am trying to get out of here alive. Alright, that's awesome. Love that. Mm, 7P is kind of spooky. This looks like it could be 10 pi already. What? Alright, maybe not. Well. Alright, maybe we go evil mode. I mean, well, Tsulam's already. No, well, it's 3 out now. Alright, well, never mind. I was like, maybe it's too late to. 1, 2, 3. I just saw a lizard baby on the wall outside, flipping my carport. Cute. Okay. We have 2, 3, 4, maybe. We still don't have a pair anywhere else, so it's fine. I really just want to get to 10 pi, but I don't know how much I'm allowed to force it here. 7, 8, 9 is this. Ew. 6. Okay. I don't have to force this. 2. What? Do I? 2.5 and no one else is 10 pi? Oh my god. I guess I should have known. Because there's 7, 8, 9, but I could have found something better. That doesn't kill me, so. Because of the stick. Shrug. Well, got lucky, I guess. I am. Ugh. Can you? I was like, how long is this voice line gonna go? It's just kind of awkward. I think I made bad choices on probably just getting to Tenpai there. Oh, hang on. I need to take. I'm struggling. Oh, we had so many good high pies this game, and that was depressing. And I even like I had a good position. I think this is probably like a B. A plus seems generous. Not that Maka's like whatever, but yeah. Oh, I should do my dailies. Yeah, it's just time for your government mandated 2 Sanma games. I mean, like, I don't really. It's mostly just trading. I use Maka as like a vague efficiency trainer. I just like I'm too lazy to plug in my games into Mortal every single time. But maybe I should just do it. Problem is, I don't really want to. Like, I know what I did wrong. I don't really need to think too much about it. Like, I think it's pretty obvious. There's a couple things I probably just for efficiency questions, but I don't have the bandwidth for it, so I'm probably just gonna annoy me. So I think I'll just hop into another one. Just want these notifs off my screen. Always think. Okay, I mean, I'm usually with you, but I'm not with it today, so I'm giving myself a little bit of a break. Wait, this name looks familiar. I thought someone else had a game with them recently. Game of Mahjong just needs you to think. So true. I already have my shapes here, really. Can't really complain. Thinking he's overrated, just draw the good tiles. So true. Just gonna keep these 8M8P floaters and hope to draw around it. I'll probably keep that for a bit. We can speculate on an east just in case. Would be nice. 7 Shanten SSD. True. P. Oh. Sha Tadashi is interesting. 4M. Okay. Why are you keeping these random honors so long? Oh, rip. Reading badly translated book from Tsushima gave me the mindfulness of an old Japanese man. You should watch the video lecture from or 6M. I think Tsushida had a lecture at Yushinomi a while back. I think I just mentioned this recently. Love those kind of books just to alter the mental state. 6S. Is that deal in? Yeah. Shanomi. Fair enough. Watch that lecture and took 2 pages of notes. I have not seen it yet. I think I missed a lot of the. I haven't watched a lot of the Yushinomi lectures, so it's on my list now. Pretty sweet high pie. Gonna keep 7M over 3P because it has door to acceptance if we draw into 8M. So it's technically to a shape. Actually, I guess 3P is better because we're out 3M and a 2M as a floater. It's probably incorrect.
Boom.
And recently there's a website which shows a ton of advice from Tsuchi about tile reading. Yeah, I think there's some on trying to figure out damas and all that. There is a pause. Do you want that or do you not want that? That's a good question. 2p 正しい. Not terrible tile. That was technically 4 pairs, but I don't know how interested I am in Chitoy Tenpai with these shapes. 7. It's a bit suspicious. I'm wondering if it's supposed to be 3S there. Guess it's better Pinfu shape, but talks about Dama, yeah. All right. Okay, that's great. I guess I am cutting 3S now. Oh, that's awkward. Feels okay. 2S Tadashi is a bit spooky. Okay, if I do Richi, then I guess I would want to Richi with 7S then. 6S. Fortunately, there's no 7, 8, 9 chance as 9p is Kabe. How do I feel about 7S? Not great. I think better than 2S, or better than 3S though. Just realized my weight is insanely dead. Yeah, that's me after I 1M. 1M Tadashi. Okay. Interesting. Trying 6, 8S shapes, so probably means you're pretty close to 10 pi. There's the 9. 4S. That sucks. These all suck. I think I'll just send it though. Richi +1. Seems like it's still got a chance to be alive. Although Sozu's pretty expensive this hand, so. Ugh. I don't know that it's super likely to come out. Maybe we can get an unintentional Soji trap if we drop a 1S. Yeah, I thought it was like Force looks alright. Like it's like seems like it could still be live. I think if someone tries to sneak a 1S also fine. Like might get an unintentional Soji trap. Don't fear unless you can explain the fear POV here in the back rooms. That's pretty funny. Yeah, let's have a talk about our deepest fears. Kinesiophobia? I don't know that I've ever heard of that one before. So I should get the mic closer since I'm like jazz radio host. Kinesiophobia, an excessive, irrational, and debilitating fear of physical movement and activity resulting from a fear of feeling of vulnerability due to painful injury or re-injury. Oh, there's the chi. Top 3 fears. No stream from me. I don't know what else. A word without you, bro. Yeah. Oh, Vane, do you know this player? I saw them in someone else's game. I was wondering. Are they like a known entity? 9M Dora drop. They hate me. Well, I got out without dealing in, so that's something, I guess. Saw them in a Navitas stream. I say no to librarian has broken my brain on that. This is funny. This could be outside. How do we feel about outside? I could have pawned that 1S. I didn't even really think too much about it. Am I evil for not wanting it? I don't really think I want it. I feel like this could be a... Maybe if I had a pair of... or something. Like, it doesn't feel... I mean, it could be Jinchan, I guess, but like, with these tiles, I don't think so. Am I evil? I say this a lot. I say just like my line of... Is my line of thinking evil? As in like... oh, come on. I'll leave the Jinchan open, I guess. It just doesn't seem... Well, I mean, it's like, how else is this hand winning, though, I guess? I probably could just cut the 9 anyway. Oh, you fucker. I think I was supposed to take that. I'm so boring. Come on. Being evil is a privilege. Think about it. You need everything to be laid perfectly, and then they have to step on the trap. That is true. Also, what is going on over here? Oh, and I've been punished. Rip. I think skip was good. Fixes the weight. Sometimes it fixes their shoulders. When someone's making illegal plays, you gotta punish them. Oh, hey, that's nice. Also, there's 6, 7, 8 shift here if we draw the 6M. 5M Tadashi, I saw that. It's kind of awkward, though. I need to probably cut a pair here. 6S. Okay. Sozu, maybe? Could see no 1S not fitting into a Sozu shape. Pay from... This is a little... It could be safe tile. Trusted 7 block theory. Ripping a 5S would be nice too. 2M. That's probably good enough to hang on to. 2M. 6S Tadashi. Oh, there's my 6M. Not that I'm taking it. Okay. Oh, you know, I should have cut 1P. I didn't think about this. Oh, I'm bad. I'm bad at the game. For exactly this situation, I should have kept 1S because it still could extend shapes. How do we... Oh, okay, you don't give a... Oh, it's never mind, it's Kimbu. I was like, what? Do I chase this? It's dealer Ichi. Do I have a good reason? Seven-chan weight, probably... but 7S... I mean... It could be 7-chan, but I would be surprised. It could be for me from a 667 shape, I suppose. I'll cross that bridge when I come to it, I guess. Well, I came to it. And that gives up Pinfu as well. Success is safe, though, so we can at least try and sneak in there. This also gives us Dora acceptance, which is nice. 7S was safe. Okay. Oh. Ooh. No, my daughter. Well, got picked up a ton of sticks, so. Richinomi! Whoa. Richinomi plus 3.3. Oh, it's 2.3, I guess, because one of the sticks was mine. But, eh. Maybe a little too greedy. Oh, alright. Well. What is like the... I just have to pray. Yeah. 2p is 3 out already is really funny. Yeah, I got nothing here. So we're just gonna have to hope. Hope it ain't us. Do I? Well, that's 4 pairs. Gross, 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 gross. What is this? Oh my god. Oh my, that's disgusting. That's so disgusting. And they got Takame. Ugh. Jesus. Oh boy. I don't envy that position. Jeez. Okay, that's something. What is this? It's 3 pairs. 4 pairs. Okay. Sandoko. I also like low-key was like, don't we west, west, west? Probably should have. Yeah. Okay. It's probably. I mean, it's probably 9p. No, you're right. It's supposed to be Shaw. Also, this is a indicator, so I don't really double reason to be bad. Is this Chitoy? Oh god, yes it is. They hate me. The Senba Chromebook. I did read it. I like speed read it though, so I probably need to go back to it. No. Yeah. No, I think I was supposed to cut 9p first, but good on that. What do you mean one acceptance for cheat? 7 block hand again? Yeah, yippee. I mean, this is just cheat way now, I think. Alright. Well, that makes my life harder. So that's Sozu who needs to. Alright, one S is dead. Haku. That's gross. Well, I guess I could drop it, but who knows what they have. Problem is they're all so soon now, so like, ugh. What are you pondering? Pondering the orb. 9S. I'm scared. They have overflow. That makes these so much worse. Or so much scarier. Ugh, god damn it. Well, I guess no, but we would, I mean, it would have given us another pair, I guess, but 3S. All right. They hate me. What is this? What do I do? Oh, maybe I should turn calls on, but I really don't. Like, even if I get a pair pawn option, like, also, one M's dead, first of all. Like, Am I drop? I don't. 7p dashi. 3S, 3S. This looks so awful though. Like, another 7p. Like, I think I'm just supposed to fold. Yeah. Like, there's no way. I think we need to give up our rights. What does that even mean? Okay, I can work with this. Pretty nice high pie. I'm gonna hold this 8M for 678. Oh, speaking of 678. Nice. Nice fill. Alright. Immediate. Okay. Getting very close to 10 pile already. 8S. Okay, wow. Can't really complain about this, even though SSK is pretty dead. We're Tanya maxing. When I watched Twilight Hitsumo manga and Tutsumo Haemon, so I'm left dead at East 4. Yeah, like, well, all right. Sure. I rigged the wall. Great weight also. Hopefully we can hit Takame with 4P would be nice. Can I have your high play hacks? I need the. You can have them after tomorrow, after tournament's over and done with. Slam back. Okay, thanks. You're so welcome. Yeah. I mean, I'm not picky. If I can just, I'm picking up 2 Honba here, also not bad. Fight sumo, also game ends, and I can skedaddle out of here with a nice little second. Oh, oh. That's spooky. Ooh. Hopefully you get a little greedier with your Pinzu drops. That would be nice for me. I read that 136 book. It wasn't that useful, but it was nice. Hey, thank you. All right, I'll confirm my second. 3.9. Yeah. Not too shabby. All right, we're up slightly. Could have been a lot easier though. Hey, we're above breaking even finally. That's nice. Wow. Ichihime, what do you have to say to me? Wagamama. Okay. Yeah. Packed listening to Cuban Pete on repeat. I don't know what that is. Dare I look this up? Saska Boncat, true. I took more stickers from our our parlor today. We have the like Peña stickers. It's like the Kita tile for Sanma with little cat ears on it. It's pretty cute. I was like, I was gonna get one, put them on some stuff. I did just I don't know where I'm gonna put these, but I just like having stickers around. Oh yeah, the 136 book. Again, I'll have to go back through it, but to me, it felt like more of a supplemental, like for like a fun book to read. I think it's pretty digestible, and I think the the localization team in particular did a fantastic job with including the Japanese terminology alongside the English, which I super appreciated as someone who like it's tough when you're teaching. I try and inject it as well, but hard to do it in a way without overwhelming. Like it's mahjong's already overwhelming, you know. So let's see if we can get any goodies. I don't even know where to aim on this thing. All right, we're just whiffing. I don't know. Maybe I've already gotten everything. Maybe check the corners. Hello. I need the spheres really badly, actually. I should have known. Nice. All right. Because I want to pick up more art. I wasn't sure if it's going to be advanced book or simple. Yeah, it was mostly. It's like it's got a decent progression to it. I think it's one of those books that I would tell probably like intermediate players to hang on to, and you can kind of read a couple a day or something like that. It's pretty nice. English names give me a headache. Yeah, it's funny because I feel like people are split on both ends. Like when we teach in person, we try to bridge the like. I personally try to include both like Japanese and English terms as I teach, at least for the like core stuff. Or I'll ask the table and be like, "Hey, I think it'd be useful for you to know Japanese terminology, but we can cut it out if like it's too overwhelming. Let me know how you feel." But it also depends. Like when we go out to teach, like we've done a lot of these offsite things where we bring sets and junk mats and stuff to like various venues. We set up at too many games. I was not there for that, just because it's kind of far. And the carpool situation was not super accommodating, so I didn't end up or like we didn't really need more people rather. So I left that to people who like wanted to go to the convention. I wasn't really feeling up to it at the time, but like that's also a separate one where it's kind of like a rotating cast where you have some tables people will come in and out versus when you sign up for a lesson you're kind of locking in to committing until you're done with the lessons, right? But I often try to use both and it's annoying. I'm too Nihongo build. Yeah, I mean, I think it's in the long run, it's like if these people want to do more beyond like intro lessons, like I think it's probably better. But you read Japanese mahjong strategy. Name sounds familiar. I think it's in my repository, but I haven't. Maybe I did. Let me check. I can look right now. Japanese mahjong strategy. January. Yeah. Written by Puyo, translated by Hongi. I either read this pretty early on or I did not read it at all. Let me skim. Let me check a quick look. I don't recognize this tile layout, so I don't think that I either did read it and completely forgot having read it, which no, I don't think I read this. Never mind. If you think it's worth my time, I'll definitely sit down with it. It's not even 73. Like I'm not afraid of dense stuff. Gonna get in. I mean, I also probably should just reread everything I've read up to this point. If I'm gonna be honest, like I still am not really where I want to be for fundamentals. So good intro to folding. Somewhat simple. I mean, I think I could definitely stand to just revisit basic stuff because I think it translates. And you probably, I mean, right now I'm not. Today's not a great example of my play, but I think I'm still making a lot of like decisions that I guess mistakes to be more blunt with it that don't need to be happening if I apply all of the basic stuff, all the basic theories. It's just a speed thing too. You took notes, right? I mean, I always pretty much take notes, or at least write in the margins, because I usually read stuff like that, where it's like, oh, I want to be taking notes, I'll read it on my e-reader. So, kind of wondering what I should focus on improvement. I mean, my thing is like, once you hit like I don't know what rank you were, but even just by like listening to what you've been saying, I assume it's like fairly higher level. So my thought is like, once you pass like the master 1-ish rank, you should be talking to people who are better than you and bouncing ideas off. There are plenty. I would tell you. I don't know what you've read or not, but M2, yeah, just talk to better players. Join communities. Jerry's server is a good one if there's something in particular that you're interested in. Like if you're But just in general, being around better players and seeing the questions they ask too that you can just absorb is always awesome. So any of those communities, I would say. Too lazy to read. Just watch players who are better than. Yeah, and honestly, just like incorporating it into your day. That's what I think I'm not great at. Is just like, oh yeah, oh huge shocker. The guy with AU ADHD. I heard even people say that like the old autism ADHD crossfade struggles with executive function and routine. Who could have possibly foreseen this? But his server's so good for yeah. I'm well. He goes out of his way to be very clear, and also I will say Cheesy's been great at sort of distilling. I think sometimes no, Joe, Jared, I super appreciate you. Especially, I think in particular that I saw like the other day, or like not even this was like earlier today, maybe. Or you just like made a summary of what he said. I think it was in general, probably. Yeah, the Dorapon question of terminal guest win Dora cut early for safe tile versus Honor holding it, and you asked the clarifying question because I was like, okay, questions that I probably would ask if I were if it were my question, but I didn't think too deeply. But this is idea being you're not willing to fight Dota pawn unless you're 10 pi, but the chance of someone pawning guest win terminal is lower, so you're fine to cut it early, which is like a big good distinction to have, New Jay for a while, but he discard his breakthrough of learning. Yeah, if you haven't, I would definitely recommend sitting down. He's got a video series, and when he was teaching for, I don't remember who hosted the tournament. I don't know if was it IC. I don't know. There was like a teaching, like a coaching thing of we're gonna bring some players and coach them, and have someone sit down and with them. But yeah, if it depends. I think it just depends. I think that's a really big thing that people don't talk about as much, or like maybe don't necessarily think about is like figuring out how you learn best. This is something I've been chatting with Dakayla about this because she really wants to get better, but she did mention like a lot of the sort of how do we call it, like not that, or like general like attention span problems, which can make it harder to sit down with, a lot of mahjong books tend to be pretty textbooky dense stuff, right? So trying to find some more like video resources or making my own. I mean, that's really it's a funny thing to be interested in, but I'm pretty interested in the tile set as the like first place for the tournament tomorrow, because it would be awesome to be able to do like hand cam videos, and it's just a lot easier to shoot. Like I have the travel set, but it's like hard to, the tiles are so tiny that it's hard to really manipulate them properly. I have a pretty big desk, so it's like a perfect size for setting up some teaching situations. I just don't like messing around with the tile sims, or like those like Icy's tool, or the one on that other site that I can't remember, Gachi Gachi or Kachi Kachi, I can't remember. It's got like a just a click and drag tiles over, but it just takes so long to set them up. Maybe I don't know the hotkeys or anything like that, but so I'm missing out on some speed. But I find especially because they're almost number tiles, which is even better for teaching people who aren't as familiar with the Manzu tiles. Oh, you got coached by Q? That's so cool. Or were you I feel like Q and I were too close in strength, and his style of teaching isn't necessarily mine. I had a lot of good learning though. Yeah, I think I'm also trying to, I don't know, I feel I think maybe I'm a little too I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but like I want to respect people's time, especially because a lot of the higher level players are either playing in, like actively playing in like some of the American professional leagues, or already, I'm, working on other things. But you can, if you want, you can they're in he's got them all publicly posted in his Jerry's lectures are there in his server, so you can just like say I don't respect Jerry's time at all. I mean, he's obviously willing to give the time. I think I also just, it's like I want to try and find someone who has a good teaching style that meshes with me. But I also just have plenty. Like because I don't know if I would say privileged enough, but like I'm totally happy to like plow through dense material, so I can just work with all the stuff that's online too. But maybe I should be putting less focus on that, and just jamming more games. I think they were primarily useful for me going from Expert 3 to Saint 1. All of the stuff will be more obvious to you since you're already there, but you can still find value on the edges. Tutoring is a thankless job. Well, I don't even know if I say that. I think at least it's nice. I think that I don't know if I would say normalized, but the higher level players in our community have like the option to like teach, on Metafire, stuff like that, and no one's like giving them shit for it. I know I've seen some cases for games that are like that where people have been like, "Oh, how could you charge money for your time?" And I was like, "What?" uh, but yeah, I think it's just like love for the game, right? I mean, I love teaching, and even though I'm not mostly teaching beginners and earlier in their playing career players, it's very gratifying. I think being able to, because that's gonna be something, it can be pretty isolating if you're just sitting there jamming books and whatever. I don't whatever the recommended thing you want to do is, like, oh, I'm just gonna sit here and slam 10 games for like 4 hours and then log review and then read theory. It's like it's a lot more fun. I think actually if you're interested in this theme at all, I have a very deep love for Three Gods in a Lion. March Comes in Like a Lion. There's the shogi manga and anime. I would highly recommend it if to any of you. Not even necessarily for shogi at all, but I think that's similar. I mean, I always love these stories around people who are pursuing their craft, at sort of risk of losing themselves to it and break. And Medalist is another one that I really love. But I think Three Gatsu is like the closest by far to, if any of you have playing mahjong at a higher level, like they go into a lot of that, like things around maintaining your health, around like the slog that is like perpetually log reviewing and workshopping and attending and finding community in that, I think was a big part of the story. So I know, Gio, you were mentioning like it's hard to, it is really hard. And I think something that I found when I first came here into Philly, and I was like, hey, I don't like see, or I went to some book reading or something, or some sort of event like that, and I was like, hey, I don't know, I don't really see what I'm looking for exactly. And I was like, do you have thoughts on how you would say to like building community or figuring out where I fit in if I don't necessarily feel like I do, which is still pretty common for me. Like I think I have, if anything, gotten worse about social stuff because of first wave pandemic. Like I studied in Asia for university, and that was the middle of my time there, and that was very isolating. And so is I mean, my school was very small to begin with, so it felt like, and I wasn't very outgoing at the time too, so it felt sort of like a bubble within a bubble. But I mean, that's why I think it's been so gratifying to me for mahjong. It's not just like the progression, which is always, it's been great to sink my teeth into something, to really sit down and, contend with theory, and that was something that I had I don't know if I'd say something that I really regretted doing when I used to play chess at a pretty competitive level growing up, and that was really the wall that I hit. I mean, again, I don't want to use it as a, I don't want to say excuse, but as my reasoning was just that I was an undiagnosed kid with very highly likely, like I said, autism, ADHD, and I just could not sit with like theory books and contend with that, and that really hampered me in. I think a lot of it was just sort of stuff that I intuited, or that I, was just ahead for a little bit for my age, and then once the hard work part, once the consistency came in, it's a different story. I watched part of Thing Natsu, and I keep reading SMS and just trying to internalize it. Well, I think SMS is, it's just, I think there's a lot of value maybe to be had for someone to go through that and like synthesize it in a way that's less spreadsheety. You know what I mean? I mean that's something I'm thinking about too because I need to revisit it as well. It's like yeah, there are like on the cutoffs for like EV and such, but I kind of struggled to balance the grind in my health. Yeah. Uh, Time to watch ping pong. Yeah, if you, I mean, ping pong the animation is another great story about that. There's a lot like that. I mean, that's what I'm drawn to. I'm very like hipstery, artsy fartsy, like character study media person. So anything like that is usually like an easy sell to me on figuring that out. Play a lot of fighting games. Get really into learning, practicing, research. Yeah. There's a pretty decent overlap. We have quite a few fighting game players in the community too, which I guess I don't know that I was expecting, but it didn't surprise me much when I found out. I suppose. Do you play Geo by any by any chance, or is that unrelated? Yeah, I was like a little bit regretting not buying that Arxis package, but I was like, I already don't play Strive when I own it and have a lever list. Like, I think should probably start with one game before I like buy like Uni 2 and all of those for like French bread games and the old Guilty Gears with that I'm playing. Fighting game is like one big game of Mahjong in real time. That's an interesting way to put it. I don't know if I think Mahjong is pretty unique in the 4-player aspect that it has to manage. Like two new games are coming soon that people like. Oh yeah, we have Tokon and Legends is out. I think tomorrow. Yeah, Ray's doing or Tuesday. I think Ray and Rox are doing Avatar Legends. Yeah, that was my almost bought part of it, the package, but didn't care about most of the games. Yeah, that was my situation. I was like, I have Strive already, and I'm mostly interested in like Melty and Uni 2, but even then, like, I will give myself the opportunity to try it later if I actually stick with Strive for an actual length of time. Do I play another game? It's midnight already. I shouldn't say already. I slept for 3 hours. It's not that surprising. I didn't get up till like noon or whatever. So. Friend Deus recommended the package. Yeah. I think we shared it around a lot. It's pretty good. Do I want to play another game? I mean, I'm pretty well. I don't want to say like I was not happy with my play today at all, but I'm happy to be back over neutral for the first time in a while after I dropped from like 2.1k a while back. So pretty good. This third should have been like at least a first or at least a second. Like, but I mean, I know what happened, so I'm not too like hung up on it. I think I should at least try to sleep. I mean, it might not happen given my my luck, but I'll take a look. If no one I know is streaming, I will get through another game. Oh no. No one I know is streaming. Lose equals switch? Solo queue gauntlet. Oh, is this like the Ludwig thing where you try and well, they're playing Mahjong Soul now, so maybe I should bring them down before do that. Someday I'll be over neutral again. I mean, that's mostly my goal was because I think if I drop out of Master 1 now, I'm gonna feel really poorly about it. Like I know it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things, and it's normal to bounce, especially once you move up to the next room, but I think it would. Getting to M2 is like a pretty big deal to me. I think it would really help with some of the imposter syndrome. But I mean, it's still Jade Room. Like I've been okay, doing fine in Jade Room. I mean, it's still kind of stagnating, but I don't think that's necessarily. I think it's more just applying things in game, at the speed that needs to happen. So I play NBA, SF3, STH. That's a lot. Damn. E3. Uni 2 and COTW. Pretty much died in Throne and stopped playing ranked. That's a bummer. I was gonna say Throne is like, I'm kind of, the reason I would want to play is just because playing without hints on and stuff just feels good for me. I just like, I mean, I should just, to be honest, I should play more Tenho if that's off, at least offline. I just really like the purity of the client. And everyone complains about like the sounds and everything. I find them really satisfying. Maybe I'm just weird like that, but I love the tile sounds on Tenho, and it's just way faster because you have less thinking time, and so you have less time to like sit and wait when people have call options. You're telling me I need to be better than Celestial players to not derank. Yeah. Thorn is cool though. Yeah, I mean, I think it'll be just to check it out someday. Maybe. I don't know that I will play. I already don't play that much Mahjong Soul to begin with, to be honest. So I think that's my thought. Is like I feel like maybe I get caught up in. I was gonna say, oh, I could get caught up in too much theory, but I'm like not reading that much either. So I'm just like not playing. I guess, I mean, I play in person, but it's a lot nicer to log review a full game. Like I ask permission to like snap photos during IRL play. Let's do that. If I'm not, I don't really feel like playing another one. So I save these on my phone. So, I guess I can pull up like, oh, then I have to pull up a browser. Oh, I guess we can do that. As long as I can figure out how to not grief myself. I didn't even take that many photos, I think. Yeah, I took 3. Yeah, that's like. You know what? Oh, I can do this without getting in the browser. I can swap to Ricci City because they have the hand builder now. Even if it's super inefficient. I'm gonna grief something if I try to swap to browser somehow. My brain is not super functioning super well, so I'll just try and not do anything. Samsho 5 special. I've never heard of this before. My first third round game, I got second, and Terry JP got third. So I guess I'm in number 1. Is this I don't think I've heard of Terry JP before. Should I know who this is? Got second via a horrendous 30-10 Ricci, losing my first by stick amount, and truly an incredible gaming achievement. Getting overtaken in all last is like one of the worst feelings, especially if you like feel like you played pretty optimally. All right, let me see if I can pull up this. I guess it would be in. Academy efficiency calculator. Yeah, okay. Let's try this. Michi City. How are we doing? Can we see this? Is the music still working? Samurai Showdown. It sounds vaguely familiar, but I'm not as tapped into fighting game stuff. I would I don't know, honestly, a lot of it, I really want to go some more offline stuff. It's been such a bummer to. I don't usually get super strong FOMO, but I think Offkai was pretty bad just because that's like a ton of my people that I would have liked to meet and people that I've met through the community, and having to miss most of the big tournaments going on soon. Richie know me of biggest the biggest one that a lot of my people that I are mahjong mutuals I'd like to meet. But there's also like Boston and I think Toronto or something, or like all back to back or something. I think there's another northeast area. So I'm just hoping people pull up to Philly in October whenever that gets announced. Our friend's having a great time at Offkind. I'm having fun. Well, yeah, me too. I mean, it'll always be there. It's mostly just like frustration around IRL situations for work because it would have pulled up otherwise if I could afford to do so. All right. Hopefully everything's working. I'm just gonna plug in these. Oh, I guess these don't. Oh, this it does do 14. Okay, cool. I wasn't sure if it was like if it included the discard or not. Or the draw rather. All right. So, is it better to put the drawn tile on the right? Is that usually what people do for these? And let me know if the music is still working, by the way. Well, now it's not. I can hear that it's not. But no, it's just gonna throw it over there. Never mind. Oh, the playlist just ended. That's why. Never mind. It's like I have a friend in PA that I want him to. Yeah. Come to Philly. Rules. I will just chill for my country, Philadelphia. Can you get demoted from Celestial back to Sane? I would assume so. I don't know. Grinding out past Saint seems gross. I don't know that I want to play. Okay, so this was the hand that I had. I drew 3M into this. And I suppose I should take a before and after photo because I guess this is just too far to try and make this a normal hand. Like you're just cutting any of your your non-pairs pretty much. I guess I should probably make a notes after with stuff like this. But I assume I went for Chitoy here. This one's not super useful, I suppose. I mean, I guess you could go, I don't know, 1p 1p seems. Oh yeah, this is turn. I usually take a picture of the whole board, so this is. I guess I got a tile called from me, so. This is turn 6. So there's still time to. If you want to turn down the Chitoy Tenpai, which I think is like kind of fair. I'd probably go, yeah, 1p 1p, keep Tanyo open, but kind of depends. I'll see what else is there's one 1p in the pond. And it doesn't look like any of the other tiles. Yeah, nothing else in the pond from any of my other pairs. But yeah, I think this one's a little bit less interesting. All right, and then this one. Oh, is this the same hand? No, it's not. It just looks similar-ish. Okay. Oh yeah, I guess I should check. What was the Dora? Not relevant Dora. It was some honor tile. What did I say? 4P, 4P, 6, 7, 8. 2. All right, so we drew 4S into this. And this one I remember a bit more distinctly. This is turn. It's probably hard to see because of calls and discards, but this is like turn 8. It's like middle of the second row, like middle to end, like 9 or 10, turn 9 or 10 or so. I can't see the whole table in these, but I can see most of it. Dorda is a 1S. Yeah, I think this was 6S. Also, I also realized this is somewhat unrelated. Not it's not relevant to the hand, but I realized like the vibe at the table matters more to me than I expected. Like I like to at least. I mean, is it BM to ask like because I questions? Because usually when I don't win a hand or like I dealt in on something, I'll just like ask because I'm playing with a lot of people who are like regulars who are better than I am. And I got some tables to yesterday specifically where people would kind of just like didn't really give me the time of day, and I was like, maybe that's just annoying being the like professor. Could you review this for me? Like I guess people weren't, but I don't know. I was just a little put off by it. Because usually it's a pretty fast, like, oh yeah, you probably should have pushed that, or like, no, I like that was fine. Like I do the same in your position. It's all relevant and like depends on the turn and yada yada yada. Like and that's why I'm like, okay, that's and then like, this is funny. I think and Northern Lion talked about this about like the people at like FNM. Like I'm the kind of person who really I'm super down to like let's talk through like I'll be taking notes and stuff on the match and I'll ask like if the vibe clearly they were not down, so I stopped asking. But yeah, Joe, that was my other thought. It's like it's not a tournament setting or scrimmage, but like I treat it as like pretty serious. It's like the most competitive practice I get, pretty much, aside from ARML, which is a separate deal, and it's always really valuable to be able to talk in person, where it's a lot faster and easier to review stuff. But like no one's obligated to do that. I mean, I'm pretty sure I dropped success from this, but I wasn't sure about it, so that's why I took the photo. Ask the questions is more appropriate. That's yeah. If someone genuinely asks you a question, you gotta respect it. That's how I see it. Yeah, it's like I don't like no one's obligated to like indulge me in anything. I get that. But it was more so just like kind of getting dodo walled, where I was like, hey, like would you have pushed this or whatever? And then the person I was at the table just kind of like looked at me and then shrugged and looked away, and I was like, all right. It's a little, or they're just not with it. I think I would have just like preferred an answer like, hey, like even if it was a little coarse, like I would rather have someone just say, hey, like I'd rather just, or like I'm not super in the mood, or like I don't have the energy to deal with it, or like something like that. I was like, I can totally respect that. Like I'm not I'm not pressed either way. But it would be nice to like know that at least. But I guess like I mean they basically said that without saying it, so I just I give up after that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm the kind of player who wants to like go over situations and like what people had, but see, people seemed only like interested in talking about like, oh, I had so much value there, and like, grr. I also figured out who my least favorite kind of player is at the table is the person who complains about not winning a hand until they do win. I mean, I've seen these people in Magic too, but that was really grating, especially because they didn't even come in last. Like, someone who's like heaving a big sigh. Oh, not even value. They were like, oh, guess I don't get to play the game. This like whatever like after, and it was this like East 3 maybe. We had a couple early reaches or like fast hands, and it's like, and then they're like, ooh, yippee, I finally get to play the game. And then it's like and then they hit like a, you know, Richi Patsu like Hanemon, and then they're just like gloating about it, and I'm like, really? And this is like a grown adult. Can't mess up the feng shui by complaining about luck. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, but I'm also, it's like, it's not like I'm some like giga yapper at the table. Like, I think maybe I could stand to be a bit more friendly. It's probably just because I'm a little bit too locked in. Like, I'm mostly asking questions about stuff. And everyone seems kind of, I think that was the other thing, because I chumboed for fun. Like, I accidentally, like, I had a legal hand and I reached with the wrong tile because I don't know why. And I was like, oh, hey, I just realized this. Like, I know it's like, because it's not a tournament setting, I was like, hey, what do I do about this? And they like got weirded out. They're like, you're not supposed to tell us. And I was like, yeah, I know, I'm not, we're not playing in a tournament. I'm like, as this never happened to me before, I want to know what the protocol is and like, what to do about it. So that sort of trumbo, it's like usually you just draw and discard and, you know, just if it, the only way it ends up being a chumbo is if it goes to you exhaustive draw, and then you have to reveal that you were in fact on an illegal Richie. I know there's a term for it, I can't remember, but I thought that was weird because I was mostly just like panicking. That's also what lost me the game mostly, because I would have Ipatsumo'd that turn if I hadn't done that, which was like, oh, awesome. But so I can't really put too much stock in it, but I was a little like they were clearly people who'd played quite a lot, and it was a bit, I don't know, not to like out anyone or whatever, but vibes were a little weird, so I kind of just kept to myself after that. This one I think, yeah, so success is definitely, it's the same efficiency for 1 and 3, but giving up 3 loses you 1s Dora acceptance, so you should probably just cut the 3 or cut the 6. I think I was mostly thinking about this from a safety perspective. Can't see the full table. It looks like there's there's double tone on the table, and dealer's my Shimo, which is I think the main thing. But they had 6-7s in their pool, so it's safe to them. I don't know everyone else. No Richis on the table that I can see. Yeah, and 3-1s are, I guess that was the other thing. I guess Dora's basically dead. There's one left. So maybe I'm supposed to, you know, these efficiency things don't, can't really tell unless it's actually in the game, right? So I'm always acting like an occult flow player because you need to boost your physicality mentality. Don't destroy your luck by complaining. Luck is a term used by losers to justify why they lost. Well, I mean, it's hard to say that in a game that's in this shape. It's just 3s versus 6s Champon. Well, you can cut a pair from this end, and then you just hope to keep one of the Sozu shapes, and then you're keeping 4P as your pair, and then you're cutting either 3s or 6s for Tenpai eventually. I guess I don't know if I was supposed to play too much because like the door is 1s, but it's 3 out, so like, yeah, basically just the better tile and safety. Yeah, success was, I think, let me look at the photo. It's hard without being able, I mean, I could just throw these on the screen, I guess, but then I'd have to send them. I'll figure it out later. Yeah, there's a 6-7, there's double tone on the board from Shimo. No one else is open. 6-7s and they're just cards, as well as 1s. So I think 6s is like the safer discard there, but Yeah, this one's not this too complicated, I think. And last one. Oh yeah, I remember I got super bit in the ass for this one, but maybe it was just unlucky. Wasn't really sure. I think this one's the one that I had the most weirdness with, or like the most unsurety. Is that the word I want to use? 3, 6. So drew Chin into this. This is turn 1. I can't see the Dora, but it looks like some Manzu, and I don't think it's in my hand. Looks like maybe. Maybe I think maybe 9M Dora. It's not really in the photo, unfortunately. But I cut 2M from this, and then immediately got 2 backfires. But I guess I think here I was like, I think probably you just dump 3S and keep Chitoy chances alive. Because I think 2S versus, I think my thought was like, oh, the Adrian's a little bit worse as a floater, but like you could keep this for Ipeco chance. I immediately drew like 1M, 3M after this, which is why I was like, okay, am I just being results based, or was it actually better to keep these? Yeah. That's right. Yeah, I guess I can also think of this as like, it's Adrian, but it's also like, you can think of it as like pair. We already have pairs, so it's, yeah, I think I'm just supposed to cut the floaters here. Neither of them are Dora, so I guess I'm wondering, so 2M is like the absolute worst efficiency wise, huh? I don't think 2M is bad. I mean, I have like the worst possible angle on this photo. It's really hard. Just I can't see the Dora. But I'm sure that it's Manzu. It's whether or not I think it could be 9M, but like let's for the sake of it, let's say that's none of these. It's like some Manzu that's not in the hand. I mean, well, I guess that kind of colors it either way. I can't see this. I want to say it's 9M Dora, but like up in the air. Let's just say it's like one of these. I don't think we need to keep our floating tiles. Yeah, I was a little torn on this. I think maybe there's a pretty clear answer, at least like efficiency wise. Clearly not the move. But I think my thought was like, oh, like we have a completed shape or whatever. I'll take the 3S over 2M but this is like. Is Snap winning at tile efficiency? I don't think so in general. Not really. Chito acceptance is cheating. Yeah, I think my thought was like I could like like I can hedge. Obviously it's like I'm not something I'm super interested in, but like in this situation where it's to me it's like 2M versus 3S pretty much. Was my thought. Whereas I think we're keeping 2M has like maybe a bit more upside. We could, there's like an outside Ipeco chance. But that's what I thought. I was like, kind of, you can hedge a little bit. I mean, it could, cut 3S and kind of just see what happens. I think it's fine. I don't even think that I ended up getting the chin anyway from this in this game, but I don't have details on that. Oh, there was another hand, huh? All right, well, we'll have one more after this, looks like. I thought that was it, but it was in fact not it. Tell me I got the Dora in this shot. Frick. I keep getting these low angle shots I gotta be less shy about the. Well, at the very least, I can see it's Manzu, so it's not relevant for the hand. But at any rate, yeah, you should sign for Chichoi if another pair. Our candidates in hand are fine. Yeah, I think probably here I would. If I were to go back, I think I cut 3S. Okay, cool. I think this one does make sense to me. Oh, there's a trash can button. I can just do that instead. All right, last one here. So drew 1p into this. I can't see what the Dora is, but it's some Manzu, so it's not relevant here. It's this turn 6-ish. Yeah, if we draw 1, 2, 3 more good candidates, could be strong Ishanten. Yeah. I think I agree with you. I thought 2M's not bad, and it's not, but I don't hate the blocks in hand. Yeah, I think it's fine to hedge a bit. I think 3S is a fine hedge. So this is the hand that I ended up with. I can't recall exactly what I went with here. I have to assume it was 1p that I think I put 1p back. I'm decently sure, but not 1000% on that. No need to maximize shape. Yeah. But this one was interesting to me. Like, do I prefer keeping 1p pair? I guess we have technically we have 3 pairs in hand. But also I'm thinking like, okay, do I prefer it as like 1p pair 2, 3, 4 with like a 6p attach, or is it okay 1, 2, 3 and then 4 and 6 for 6p shape versus like how likely I think it is to draw around this like 1, 3, 3, 5, 6 shape is pretty likely that we get something in there. So I'm not in, I don't really want to break up the Soju shape, or thinking of it, I guess we could also think of it like 5, 6, 7, 7, 7, or and like 1, 3, 3. So I think I dropped 1p back from this, but I suppose could also go 3s for I guess 1, 3, 5, but I don't like the Liangkan too much over options. 1p to allow Pinzu extension and 3s feels awkward to discard too. Yeah, I would agree with that. I hope I dropped 1p. I'm decently sure I did, but maybe. I mean, we'll see. Or like, no way to know. This is why I think it's like tougher for league games. Like I always end up having so many questions, but which is why I want to ask people. But 1p, 3s feels awkward. Yeah, I think I agree with that too. A lot of these is also probably just like time pressure / it's different playing in person. I think more of these feel like more self-explanatory looking at them back now, but I mean, it's always good. That's like when I have these questions, I try and recognize the thought and like, yes, this card, there's never really a drawing. Yeah, it's like fake because this is mostly you want connected. You'd rather draw what, like 4S or anything else, or just cut or like 3S pair, maybe more likely. Unless you draw what, 2S. Even then, you draw 2S, you probably just cut. Nah, well, 2S is awkward for sure. Well, at that point, if we're cutting 1p, it's probably just we draw 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's still 3S. Then we have 7S pair, right? We're chilling. 2 pairs, so never a 6, 7, 7, 7. It's really 1, 3, and 5, 6. Yeah. We cut 1p, easy to get Tanyo as well. Yeah, I agree with you. Okay. Well, that covers that, I guess. Alrighty. I think I'm unfortunately gonna wrap up. I know it was a short stream today. I apologize for that, but I don't think I can really put on a good show as you saw with that first game. I think I'm a little too far gone tonight. I really wanted to stream today, but hopefully my mind and body will cooperate more this week. I just had a lot of stuff last week, so hopefully we'll do more. I've never seen you before, so it was cool. Well, I'm glad that you stopped by. Yeah, I hope I'll see more of you. I think it's always really nice to get to welcome new people. We see a lot of the same faces, which is awesome. So hopefully you'll get a chance. And like you're saying, for community, like if you feel like you're having a bit of a tough time integrating or finding slip up in person, like we also have quite a few people who are super experienced in running events, both in person and online. So if you want to get more involved with that or ask questions of anyone, like feel free to ask me or like try and find people to get in touch with. I mean, you said you talked with Q. I mean, Q's huge part of the Carts Chicago area Ricci tournaments. So you got lots of people who can help you if you end up wanting to organize something. Good luck to you, Monica, tomorrow. Thank you. We drew Daika and Navitas, so it's gonna be tough. I heard he ran a bracket at Frosty. I mean, maybe. I have no idea. But yeah, we're a lot of people are starting to bring stuff to conventions. I said it's a big part, so it's like getting to work on that. I think I would love to do some of that as well. I don't like to go to mainstream. I don't go to mainstream fighting game tournaments. Yeah, I mean, if you just pull up to locals too, like that's totally chill. All right, let me see. Hopefully, it is oh, Chrono's still playing. Looks like. Yeah. All right. So what's coming up? So tomorrow is semis and finals for Monday Mahjong tournament with lovely Momo and Irene. So I'll try not to put too much stress on myself. We'll see how that goes. What else? Is there anything else coming up this week? Possible, like very tentative collab with Tequila doing teaching. I would like to talk with her more about, I think I mentioned this briefly before, but figuring out what she's interested in working on and how she learns the best. So I think that'll be a decent chunk of that. Also talking with other people, just trying to reach out more. So we'll see. I don't think there's anything else like on the docket. That'll probably be sometime in the middle of the week if it does happen. Watching YouTube VC was fun. Yeah, I mean, I think Dekale has good like pushing instincts in general. I think that's like, if anything, I think that's a little harder to teach. Like I think I have a lot of trouble with that personally, and I think it's easier to instill like defensive ideas and restraint. Like you're putting a limiter on the accelerator rather and then versus teaching someone who's more like me, I guess. Easier, but actually I can do a shout out. Dekayla is another mahjong streamer. She also plays, I think she's playing a lot of Pal World right now as well, if that's something you're interested in, which I know a lot of people are. Horror games. Anything else? But yeah, a lot of mahjong as well. And she's made it to Goldrum and Mahjong Soul, but I think she bounced back out of it, as often happens to people. So she mentioned to me she was interested. I mean, we've been talking for a while. She's very sweet. And was one of the first creators to like talk with me outside of like streams and such. So super cool person. And yeah, so we might end up. This is very sometime during the middle of the week of this coming week. I'll post stuff on my Twitter if once we have a solid time knocked out. Bounce back to E3 2-3 times. Jade Room got hands. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's like I said. I mean, I don't want to put too much pressure on myself, but it would be really nice to get to M2 without bouncing. I can't recall if I've bounced yet or not.
I think I've definitely done so on Ricci City already, but it's kind of a different beast to me. All right, I'm going to send us to Chrono. All right, so I'll just do my quick rundown here. If you like what I do here, I think I'm playing mostly Mahjong on stream, but I also have a lot of interests, strategy games. I play Magic the Gathering and chess on my own time, and plenty of other things I'm interested in as well. Maybe music. I did just get my hands on some new music equipment, waiting for some cables and such to come in. But if that's of interest, I might post clips and just generally ask around. I don't know what y'all are interested in, but there's that. And yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at @a_lightsnack, and YouTube is the same, @lightsnack for VODs. I post my VODs up there from Twitch. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm always looking for more stuff to do as well if any of you has suggestions. But yeah, Mahjong is the tried and true around here. So yeah, I'd love to do hand cams at some point as well if I get a real tile set eventually. So study streams resume soon. I'm working for another PDF viewer. I found out the one that I I was using is like a free trial situation, but we'll sort that out soon. So thank you all so much for coming. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will see you soon. Probably not streaming tomorrow for the cup, but we'll see about the tourney. All right.